Hello, lovely people, and welcome to this week's reading vlog. Let me pull up a chair real quick. Hello, and welcome to this week's reading vlog. I have been trying to get into doing like weekly reading vlogs. I just like filming reading vlogs, and there's something easy that I enjoy filming. So I've been trying to do more of those, and this week is going to be one of those. Today is the 25th of June, and it is a Sunday. So we're gonna start the reading vlog today and try and go a week long, but I just wanted to kind of tell you my plans for the week as we're getting started with this reading vlog. I also have to work this week. I have started my first book for the week. It's Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I am on page 152. I started this yesterday. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very fun, very fairy tale, easy to read, which I'm enjoying. I have been in a reading slump pretty bad for the past few months, and I've just kind of gotten myself out of it, and now I am motivated to read books and I want to read. So I'm just letting my moods take me, and I'm not trying to force anything. I can't tell you what my other plans for the week are because I don't know and I don't want to plan it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really have a plan for the week. I don't really know what I'm doing. We might go thrifting, not sure, we'll see. But I just wanted to come intro this little reading vlog and say welcome to the vlog this week, and I hope you enjoy it. So on to the rest of the vlog. Hello, it is the next day, June 26th, and I've got home from work the next day. I had an 8-hour shift both days I started filming this video, so conveniently I wasn't home at all to update you. But you might have gotten a little clip of me walking this morning because I go on my daily walk, my daily hot girl walk. I read a little bit today. I think I read to like page 160 or 170. But I'm about to go inside after work and take a shower and read for the rest of the time that I am awake. It might not be that long because I'm really tired, but I'm going to do my best to get through some. And then tomorrow I'm going to try and get through a lot. I'm so delusional. I've been at work for 8 hours and I have ice cream all over my forearm and my fingers are sticky and my head hurts from wearing a hat. My legs are disgusting and gross because of the ice cream that gets on them. There's even ice cream on my elbows. How do I get ice cream on my elbows? Alrighty, so I've just packed up and I'm getting ready to head to the beach for a little bit of time. Packing 2 oranges, and that will be the extent of my food. Bringing water, my book, of course I'm bringing my book, and we're taking the golf cart. Let's pack up. Oh Lord, it's pretty dark in here. There we go. Home from the beach. I only stayed for about 2 hours. It was really uncomfortably windy. The sand would like blow on you. So for my book, I got to page 234. So I'd say I'm almost halfway. And you might have seen a cute little funny clip of me reading with my head through the chair. I love that thing now. First time I ever used it. I want to try and finish this tonight or tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make some food. My hair looks crazy. I have work at 7. Right now it's 2:30. Okay, so I've read some more and I've gotten to page 345. That means I have about 100 pages left, so I'm doing pretty solid. I'm gonna try and finish it after work tonight. I was getting a little bit like tired of it for a minute there, but I'm kind of back to enjoying it now. I've been underlining some stuff about the book because it's been pretty fun. It's just like an average YA fantasy, but I'm having a good time, and I'm gonna go make dinner and get ready for work. Also, I started another book on my Kindle and I got halfway through it. It's like a really short, like, whatever. It's called Glitch but it's a really short romance that has to do with like gaming. It's extremely cringy and it's not like a serious read. It's just like I was bored and I wanted something to read, but I didn't want to read this at the moment, so I just started it. Kind of a wedding sleigh. Anyways, sorry, I just got totally sidetracked. In case anyone was wondering, here's my very nutritious dinner. I had an applesauce, already ate it. I have one whole corn on the cob that has been marinating in some butter because that's how you have to eat it. Cranberries and cashews, blueberries, and one of these. Well, I already had two, but there's one left. I'm holding this so you don't see where I work. I got home from work. It is 12:30 and I ate half a thing of mashed potatoes. I'm about to count my tips, shower, and then see if I'm up to reading. The chances are pretty low. So yeah. Good morning. Little update. So, I didn't finish last night. I got to page 364, 80 pages left. So I can definitely finish this today if I try my bestest. I'm not gonna go to the beach because yesterday I got slightly sunburned on my back. So I'm gonna let my skin rest for a day. Even though I put on SPF 80, I think I'm gonna, instead of going to the beach today, I'm gonna go and get my nails done maybe. Goal, finish this today before I go to work. I'm gonna eat breakfast and then go on my morning walk, then make a nail appointment and see where the day takes me. Hello, I'm back from my walk. I scheduled my nail appointment for 12. All right. Also, I had to rinse out my hair because I was really sweaty. It's literally like the UV is like 9. It's like 85 degrees outside and I was walking for 4 miles and it was so hot. I haven't talked about much what this book is about, so I'm gonna talk to you about it. The origin story of the Queen of Hearts, right? When you start reading, you know that she's gonna become the Queen of Hearts, but you kind of go through this whole book where Catherine, is her name, really does not want to be the Queen of Hearts and is doing like everything in her power to not be crowned queen. It's this whole battle with fate, and you kind of already know the ending because she obviously becomes the Queen of Hearts, but when you're going through the book, it's kind of hard to imagine how she gets there because she's so far away from the character of the Queen of Hearts and so far away from the possibility of her becoming the Queen of Hearts. She's persistent in avoiding this future for herself. Knowing that it happened is kind of strange because you're going through this book like, okay, but how does she get there? And I guess that's the point of the book. How does she get to be the Queen of Hearts? But it's kind of interesting because you know the ending of the book. I am enjoying it, but also I would like to move on to the next book. Right now, I'm thinking this is probably going to be a 3. It's an average YA fantasy. If I was younger, way younger, I probably would have eaten this up. But just because I'm older, it's a little childish, I guess, which makes sense because it is YA. It's definitely enjoyable. So I would recommend if you're looking for a quick YA fantasy or a fantasy for beginners, this would be really easy, especially since there's other resources to get you into the world because there isn't much world building since this world already exists. If you want the world building, watch Alice in Wonderland. There's a lot of references, obviously, like to characters in the movie or events in the movie and whatever. There isn't any world building of it because you're expected to know the world already because of the movie. So that's where I'm at. I just want to say, chapter 46, stupid idiot. I'm home, got some nails. I am wearing my work shirt, so I can't show you, but in here, ASMR moment. Anyways, I'm gonna read something. I'll figure out what. I'm back home from work. I've just been watching YouTube of British people, and so I have the urge to do a British accent. I think I would just be improved if I had a British accent. Like, me as a person would just be so much better if I had a British accent and if I could sing. Also, my nails, they're eating. I just got like, he didn't put any color on them because I didn't want any. I just wanted them to look very natural, like kind of ombre-ish, and they do, and they look great. Those are my nails. They're so cutie. I love them. So right now I'm on page 413 of Heartless, and there's 449 pages. So I've got 40 something pages left to go, I think. I'm about to start reading and I can get it done tonight. I love having acrylics. I just like to tap on everything. I'm just delusional because it's literally 1 a.m. and I got home from work an hour ago. Good morning, gals. I am here to update you on my reading because my sister just got here, so I'm in my car. And basically, I finished Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I'm gonna do a quick little wrap up and then end the reading vlog. I gave Heartless a 3 stars. A pretty simple, straightforward YA fantasy. It's super easy to get into if you've never read fantasy before because it's something I can see. I hope you can hear me good enough. It's a 3-star, simple YA fantasy. It's really easy to get into if you've never read fantasy before because you can already go in knowing the world by watching Alice in Wonderland or reading the previous books of Alice, like in the Alice in Wonderland universe. What I found really interesting was this is obviously the Queen of Hearts origin story. You know how it's going to end. You know that she's going to become the Queen of Hearts, but it's interesting to see all the little aspects that go into it, like where did Off With Your Head come from? Why do you have to paint the roses red instead of them being white? Like there's little details in the movie that you don't think about, like why behind, are kind of explained in this book. And obviously it's not canon, like it's not Disney, but it's an interesting way to think about it. You knew how she was going to become the infamous villain Queen of Hearts, but she didn't start out that way. Obviously that's why there's an origin story. She started out as a sweet, innocent 17-year-old girl, but in the end of the book, she is the Queen of Hearts. She is ruthless. She is calling for people's heads. The character development, or I guess regression, because she didn't develop in a positive manner. It was more like a character regression, was so interesting to read because you knew she was about to become this villain, but it was unclear how, and she really did become the villain. It was like the opposite of character development. Like, you know what I mean? You weren't going forward in developing the character. You were taking all the compassion and the elements that make the Queen of Hearts a human and taking them out because that's how she is as a villain. It was a very whimsical fairy tale read, obviously, because we were in a fairy tale universe. I love seeing all the other characters and how those characters that you see interacting with Alice in like the movies and stuff, how you see them in this book and how they interacted with Kath, or the Queen of Hearts. I love the aspect of fate because starting this book, you know that she's going to end up being the Queen of Hearts. That is her fate. But in this book, it's like a theme of challenging fate. This whole time she's trying to challenge fate. Kath is trying to escape the fate she has of becoming the Queen of Hearts, but you know that she's not going to be able to do it, and you're rooting for her to be able to be her own person and be who she wants, but you know that it's not going to happen because her fate is becoming the Queen of Hearts. So it's an interesting theme of escaping fate and how like fate is inevitable. It's fate. You can try and fight against it all you want. It's gonna turn out how it's gonna turn out, kind of thing. Lastly, would I recommend this book? I'd say yes, I would recommend. It's a really fun read, especially for new fantasy readers. I would really encourage you. If you're not really familiar with Alice in Wonderland, watch the movie and then come and read this book. I think that would be a great experience, especially like I said, for new fantasy readers. If you are an experienced fantasy reader, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is the best pick for you just because it's a YA fantasy, so it's very simple. There's no world building, so you're in this whimsical fantasy world and you already know the story, so it's not gonna be what you want it to be if you're a seasoned fantasy reader, I think. So that's why this book is a 3 stars, because I see the hype around it, but I don't necessarily subscribe to that hype, if you know what I'm saying. Thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. I really appreciate you coming along with me for my week, and I hope that you guys had a great week yourself. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in the next one. Check out all my socials down below, and I'll see you guys next time.